Alright, this is day 203 of me trying to create the next Harry Potter book series. 6 months ago, I set a 10-year goal to create a fantasy universe on the level of Harry Potter. J.K. Rowling spent 17 years, I set a 10-year mark, so the time is fucking ticking. Let's just say it that way. So, for the documentation, today I wrote a lot of random scenes. I didn't fully end with an emotional charge, like a one line, etc. You know how they typically end a chapter. I kind of just brainstormed through my curiosity. I used some inspiration from I have a cabin me and my family goes to. I used that as inspiration and like the landscape, and yeah, I ended up writing about 600 words today, which is a very good mark for me because sometimes I only manage a few hundred words. But today I wrote 600 words-ish. I could show you right now, actually. If you let me log on to my MacBook. Prepared YouTube video. So, other than writing, I've been talking a lot with my friends today, which I also think is another good thing to brainstorm ideas, just random things with people in general. I think that's very good, especially for a fiction writer. Reading a lot of fantasy fiction is also something. You can see right there, the Clash of Kings is the book I'm reading at the moment, George R. Martin, and I think reading good fiction is one of the biggest things that helped me improve my fiction writing. Just because when you read good fiction, you like subconsciously take it more in, even though you might not realize. But I feel like my scenes have like started looking a bit more like how J.K. Rowling would write. I might be completely delusional, but that's what I think. So, I'm logging onto my drive at the moment. I want this to be like as raw as possible, so this is my first attempt of making this documentation video. That's what I want to do with every single documentation video moving forward as well. To just make sure that this is as raw as possible and you can see all my thoughts, and I'm just going to give it all. And hopefully in the future this type of content will be very, very valuable for someone when I actually like deliver on the promise of building this book series. Okay, so I'm gonna show you now. Okay. So today I wrote this. This. And the amount of words that was 628 words. 628 words. And I found that like for the past days, I said in a previous documentation, I think it's about 2 days now, that I'll try out this George R. Martin writing style combined with J.K. Rowling's writing style. So basically my writing routine consists of 2 parts. I start off by just drafting scenes, drafting manuscript, like George R. Martin would do, and just think my way through the different creative problems that occur and create depth in the world from that method. Then I do a bit more like J.K. Rowling would to, for example, like think of like the plot and maybe make some drawings, put down some research questions, do some world building in my notebook, etc. and just figure it out that way. So that's it for this documentation. Another day into a very long journey. Take care.